You know we read the indictments, motions, transcripts. You know we educated over here, bruh. And as far as proving you wrong, I always do. But I just do it on my channel, though. You understand? So let's talk about some things then. Let's talk about Lisa Van Allen. Let's talk about how the indictment said that Lisa Van Allen and individual C was paid $100,000 each. And they had to, and R. Kelly made them two and individual B take lie detector tests. Let's talk about that. If individual B didn't accept no money, why would he be taking a lie detector test? Because I know if I'm not getting no money from nobody, nobody's making me take anything if I'm not getting paid from it. But I know why. Because in 2008, he threatened to extort R. Kelly again by holding a press conference. So the way I see it, somebody is omitting some information here. And it seems like it's the federal government. Because there would be no reason for him to take no lie detector test if he didn't accept no money in 2007. So why is the government ignoring the extortion against R. Kelly? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how they say in the indictment that he sent the landfares out the country to make them unavailable for the investigation. But the trial didn't happen till 6 years later. So they had 6 years to do their investigation. Were the landfares out of the country for 6 straight years? Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about how there was 2 tapes. And the first tape was investigated. It was nothing there. So let's talk about how another tape magically popped up, a second tape, and that second tape had clips from the first tape on it. Let's talk about that. But it wasn't a modified tape though, right? Let's talk about how did Jim Derogatis know to call Sparkle? How did he know it was her niece on the tape? How did he know? Why you keep bringing up Aaliyah? When she said nothing happened when she was alive. She told Jim Derogatis nothing happened. That people took it the wrong way. They was just close friends. There was never no marriage. The mother said that they've never seen Javante Cunningham ever in their life. But yet she's on the docuseries saying that she saw R. Kelly having sex with Aaliyah. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how she tried to get that fake certificate, expunged off her record. Let's talk about David Orr and all the blemish marks around his signature on that fake certificate. That R. Kelly, for a marriage that happened allegedly, that R. Kelly ain't being charged for. Let's talk about why the government ain't charging him for the marriage then. If it happened, why not charge him for it? Let's talk about how could Barry Hankerson be a witness for Tiffany Hawkins when she was allegedly supposed to be suing his management company as well as Jive Records when she was suing R. Kelly for money. Let's talk about how is he being charged for kidnapping in the New York indictment when all of these alleged victims left and met no resistance, no restraint, when they was just simply ready to leave. Let's talk about that. No, better yet, Larry. Let's talk about why is it a 4-year range on when these tapes were created? How can they be certain, the government that is, and you for that matter, and everybody that follows you and listens to you, how can y'all be so certain that these women were minors if they don't even know exactly when the damn tapes was made, man? Tell me. Why? If the government said they can't confirm R. Kelly spoke to Richard R. Lyne Jr., they said there's no evidence to connect him to social media, but they're still holding him accountable for it in the paperwork. Tell me why, man. Y'all respect Jim Derogatis so much. And let me say something about Jimmy D here. Let me say something about Jimmy D. All y'all people over there, man, y'all black folks, man, y'all love and respect him so much. Like he cares for black women and these black girls. Oh my God, he's been trying to expose R. Kelly for so many years. He cares about him so much. But he showed y'all who he was by exploiting Javante Cunningham, then snitched on her in the same damn book that he wrote for money. When he said, remember when he said, "Oh, I spoke to Javante and she told me that, oh, if I do say anything, it's gonna be for a lot of money on somebody's big television screen." He showed y'all who he was. Used that girl for bogus information and then snitched on her in the same damn sentence. But y'all respect him so much, though. I get it. And why you want us to believe you sitting on so much evidence? Like the government what? Like they got you just holding it for them? Like like they told you to, can you hold this for us? We'll come get it when we need it for trial. When you know damn well any evidence you got would have been got confiscated if it was really evidence. So why you trying to make us believe that you got you got all this evidence over there? Come on, man. Tell me something, man. Let's talk about Michael Avenatti. Let's talk about what he said. Didn't he say 90% of the case was bullshit? Isn't he the one that came out saying he got all these tapes? Is that dude that did the press conference with Gloria Allred about the tape that the sports buff, is he really Sparkle's uncle? Is he related to her somehow, some way? Why are y'all not talking about these things is what I'm trying to figure out. Let's talk about Kim Fox and the secret little meeting that she had with Michael Avenatti. So it's like, I don't understand when you say prove you wrong. That's what we've been doing, man. That's what we've been doing. But we've been doing it on our channel over here, see. I mean, I'm just like, I'm like, is he serious? Everybody, I be wondering, is he serious? I mean, I heard you sit there and say that you can't just call Azrael a cokehead without saying allegedly. When you've been slandering R. Kelly, bruh, for 2.5 years without saying allegedly. You've been doing this, but it's like, did he really just now say that, man? That's what I mean, though, about y'all over there. The hypocritical, the hypocrite stuff and the contradiction and all that. Hypocritical behavior, man. I mean, it's like the hypocritical behavior. It's just getting, it's like y'all raising it to an all new high, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and why don't y'all want to talk about why Jimmy D pleaded the fifth? If he didn't do anything wrong, there would be no need to plead the fifth, right? If he didn't believe that he did something to incriminate himself, then he would not have had to plead the fifth. And I can't figure out why certain people are doing lives reading Demetrius Smith's book, promoting a criminal, a crook who admitted to stealing from R. Kelly. He admitted that he was the one that got those them fake papers forged. He admitted all that. So my question is, do y'all want justice for these women? Or do y'all just want to prove R. Kelly did something wrong? Because my thing is, you shouldn't have to promote a criminal in order to get justice for the women. At what point does your integrity kick in and you say, you know what? I shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I shouldn't say that.
Well, what about Angelo Clary and that Cash Jones girl? Like, they were having an affair, allegedly. Although the tape came out, we heard his voice.
Right.
And all that, that he wanted to put her on his shoulders and do whatever, you know?
Right.
Like, Michael Williams, how come if R. Kelly wanted to blow up some car, why would he set the rental car on fire of Angelo's? How come that couldn't have been Cash Jones being pissed off at Angelo and having Michael Williams blow up Angelo's rental car?
Exactly.
R. Kelly is sitting in the MCC, so everything he do is clocked. He's not. If he ordered this, they would have heard it. They would have heard it. He had nothing to do with this, and they know it.
Yep.
You know, and all this is alleged, but I'm just saying, I believe that this has something to do with Angelo and Cash Jones. Okay? Period.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. But they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about those points. You see what I'm saying? It's like with
crazy.
With all this said, why, like, what's the need of, why do they keep superseding these charges? If the cases are so solid, why would they keep having to modify them?
Why haven't they turned over the discovery?
Exactly.
Why can't R. Kelly's attorneys get the discovery? Why are there even Jane Doe's? But he said that he knows all the women in the case. Who are they then?
Right.
Because R. Kelly's attorneys don't know. Maybe you should tell R. Kelly's attorneys so we can get this this party started.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because the prosecutors are not giving the discovery over. If they had a solid case, they would not be holding information back.
Yeah.
They would give the attorneys the information and start this trial.
Yeah, and it's like I said, they keep modifying these charges, and they keep pushing the trial dates back.
R. Kelly's
it's crazy.
Motion after motion after motion, trying to get the discovery.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. And man, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. I mean, it's like you sitting over there on your channel, dog, and you just, it's like you're just saying anything that come out your mouth now. I mean, you had the nerve to say that there was that we came from a time when all good things was happening to R. Kelly and all the bad things was happening to the women because R. Kelly was smoking cigars and playing basketball and having fun at parties.
Oh my God.
I mean, like, really, yeah?
That is so crazy. That is really, really crazy. That man was minding his own business.
Minding his own business.
It took a docuseries. How come these women didn't come out before the docuseries?
Exactly. He wasn't bothering nobody. And then it's like, how does he know what was happening? How does he know that the women's lives were so bad?
Well, he said that he knows every woman R. Kelly slept with, the fat ones, the old ones. And this is a person that says that he's for women.
Right, but always judging them.
Yeah.
Yep. When he knows how serious appearance is to women.
You know, and I wouldn't even have a problem with this, and I would, you know, I know you can handle this and all that. It's just that when women come after you, then I get in stuff.
Right.
You know, disrespecting you. Most people on these channel, bloggers, especially his channel, they, if you don't agree with them or you come bring beef to their channel, they'll block you.
Yep.
You have a channel where you welcome people's opinion as long as they keep it respectful. Well, there's just two disrespectful women that have disrespected you and me for that matter, and have came on your channel trying to bring kids and children. You know, one thing, and family, I don't deal with that.
Yeah.
So, and you know, I don't let people bring me out of my character unless I'm ready to come. I'm going to give it one shot, and I hope they hear it. Leave kids and family out of this, especially mine. I hope you hear me. I play for keeps. We play for keeps over here. Don't deal with that. Take that mess somewhere else, please. One time only.
It's crazy, man. He's just delusional. I'm starting to think he's delusional, and I'm really, you know, he sat on the channel, right?
His channel should be called the Erroneous Channel.
Right, the Erroneous Channel. He sat on his channel, and he had us thinking that he was about to show all this stuff, all this evidence, and all he did, he just kept showing pictures of R. Kelly's entourage or his employees that work with him or whatever. Pictures of R. Kelly in his sleep. Apparently somebody keeps sneaking pictures, taking pictures of that man while he's trying to sleep.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
I mean, how much of a violation is that?
Total. He said that, I mean, it's just so sad how, you know, he has witness tampered. If that's the case, he's the main one, because he's the one that said he had Azriel over his house for 2 weeks.
Yep.
I believe he took her over to his sister's house, that mansion. Sister's beautiful house, by the way. Your sister have a beautiful house. And, you know, promised her that you can have all this, got her to flip.
Mm-hmm.
He said that Azriel brought 3 of R. Kelly's phones.
Yeah.
So I believe he went through all those phones, copied all that information, all in their business, taking pictures of his bedroom, of his personal stuff. Just total violation.
Yeah.
Total violation. And this is not about just R. Kelly. It's about black people, people of color, okay, being treated fairly.
Yep.
The justice system is not favorable to people of color, and he knows this. So he can hate black people all he wants to. He can hate himself. I don't care. But this is bigger. If these people do not give this man a bond, do not show him due process, and let me just say, it'd be a shame if you can, somebody can say something about you that you don't even know, and you're charged with it.
Yep.
Somebody on social media could just go on Facebook or Snapchat or whatever and say something about you, and oh my God, you're in jail for it.
It is crazy.
Okay, that's stupid.
Yeah, that's stupid. It's
You know,
crazy.
he wants people to believe that, oh my God, all these bloggers over there is just going to jail and doing all this. You know, I know this channel, and I know several other channels, you know, that I do respect, a couple more. We are trying to help. You know, we're not trying to witness tamper or anything like that. You know, and we try to be as fair and honest and tell the truth and focus on the case. You know, we're not out here playing all these argument games and doing all that. I don't understand why that has. I'm not fighting black people. We're not doing that here.
Right.
So quit trying to drag us into that mess. It's not happening.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, he showed absolutely nothing. I mean, he just showed pictures. That's all he did. He showed pictures. He didn't show no incriminating evidence. He didn't show nothing. But for some reason, somehow I should say, he convinced his people that he just showed them something.
Well, see, this is what
they talking about some the cover up is real. How? What did he show you?
Those two that disrespected you on your channel, I know for those two, today's Friday, you could tell them that he could tell them that it's Monday, and they would believe it.
Yep. It's crazy.
That's how I know that he sent them to your channel to try to disrespect our family. And I really did not appreciate that, because I have never done anything but try to show you respect, Larry, and I know my husband has too, and shame on you for that.
Yep. It's ridiculous. It really is. You know, it really is. I mean, you know, I'm just still tripping off that indictment, how they said that individual B, individual C, and minor 2 had to take lie detector tests, but only individual C and minor 2 received money.
Oh yeah.
And they know for a fact that don't even make sense
at all.
They need to stop playing. I don't know why they don't want to acknowledge that these people was trying to extort this man for money.
You're so right.
I don't know why they don't want to acknowledge that these alleged victims have when there's blood in the water, there's sharks. Here come the sharks theory.
You're right.
Think about it. The Aaliyah alleged scandal came out. Now here come Tiffany Hawkins.
Right.
The first sex tape that was adult on adult, according to the authorities, come out, and now here come Tracy Sampson. Then you got the second sex tape after they went and modified the first one and added some things to it, allegedly, and you know what I'm saying, allegedly.
Right.
Then here comes what's the name, Patrice Jones and Bettina Woods or whatever. Think about it.
Wow.
Think about it. Nobody never sued him because it was always after an alleged scandal.
Yes, you're right.
That's what it was. But see, they don't want to talk about that though. Nah, they don't want to talk about that at all.
You know what also is funny too? Is that he has so much disdain for R. Kelly, but he's making money off of him. He's sitting there making money off of him every time someone goes and pay. Look, he's always promoting black people or people, black or white people, it doesn't matter what color for him. Get your credit done, you know, about this business, get bank account, you know, you can start this business and all that, right? Well, that's all great. I loved his commentary on that, you know, trying to help poor people get ahead and stuff like that. I think that is so wonderful.
Right.
But what I don't think is wonderful is that he sits there like he's not making money off R. Kelly.
Exactly. When he should be thanking him.
It should be thanking him. Okay? Because the only reason why people are coming to this channel, his channel, and how all this got started, and all the
initially,
is for R. Kelly, whether you disagreed or agreed. You know, when every time you get a donation where you're paying that $25 he charges for Patreon and all those cash apps he gets on this channel. Like, what poor people is he helping?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
And also Angelo and him.
Who have they helped?
Who have they helped?
Who have they helped?
You know, are they sending these women to counseling? Are they paying for their health care? Are they trying to get them away from their abuser? Are they putting them in hotels or trying to get them apartments or houses? What are they doing to help people of abuse?
Yeah, to deal with the trauma, and to recover and to get back on their feet.
Get away from your abuser, and sometimes is very dangerous. You have to have a plan to do that. So, you know, it's very tricky how you have to do that because people could lose their lives. With that domestic violence is very serious, and so I'm just trying to figure out because they talk about women so badly. I heard him talk because someone didn't agree with him. They called in, and he called them fat and ugly, and their hairline starts in the back of their head, and I mean, they just talk about women so badly. I'm like, and these people have a business
Advocates
helping.
for women.
Yes.
And had the nerve to say, we just loved women more. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man.
Really?
Come on, man.
I mean, that's how he started. He started attacking anybody that was fans of R. Kelly.
And you know what?
He started out with his mask, and he started out calling people's jobs, getting people fired. He started out doing all that craziness, and he admitted it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm all for people trying to, change their ways,
Right.
And I thought that's what he was trying to do. But no, I don't think that's what he's done at all. Especially how they tried to come after our family.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
He's taking those subscribers' money, and he's enhancing himself, buying new mics and this and that. He just admitted it. He just got a new microphone or...
Yeah, they giving donations. I guess they
Thanks,
they like hearing negative stuff. They like hearing
but they
him
really
read the court documents to basically slander R. Kelly and to basically just go with whatever the government say, don't even question it at all.
R. Kelly.
They should thank him.
They should thank
Definitely.
I don't know where all this hate comes from R. Kelly. I mean, he can believe that he did. He has his own opinion that everybody does. That's fine. But what he's doing is beyond that.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
He's going beyond the Call of Duty.
Not one person, not one alleged abuser is going hard as him.
None.
What is that about?
And you know what, though? The way he showed them pictures like that, of all that man's personal pictures and stuff like that, in his home and stuff like that, I'm starting to think he is obsessed. He's obsessed. And for real, Larry, I ain't even trying to be funny, but maybe you should get help, man. I know you said something about you got 40 USBs or something, but dude, that sounds like a stalker, man. That sounds like somebody that's obsessed with R. Kelly, man. For real.
I mean, it's not funny, but you're absolutely right.
I'm serious, though.
It's funny because I didn't think of it like that, but that is true.
That sounds like a stalker, man.
And even, look, there's not one licensed doctor, clinical psychologist, psychiatrist, psychotherapist, social worker that is going to let someone who attempted suicide come out the hospital and go to a concert. That's not happening.
Not going to happen.
That's not happening.
And, well, let's say this. Even if they let them go to the concert, they're not going to let them go with the person who they went to see at the concert right after that.
They have to be observed for a certain
definitely.
hours, and they have to also... There's medication. There's counseling.
Definitely.
They cannot just let someone who could try to commit suicide leave care like that.
Right.
Okay? Now, to take it forward, there are things that they will suggest, and maybe music, if that's what you like, it'd be something but there's also coping skills and different things that they're going to try to put out there to help the person to never have to do this, never try to do this again.
Yeah.
For them, for the parents to take her from the hospital to a concert and then to sign her over to someone they didn't know.
Right.
And then travel the world without any supervision from a healthcare professional.
Exactly.
I just don't believe,
that's
sad.
And when you really look at it from that angle and from that point of view, you really start to see how crazy all this really sounds.
Because she would have to be on a 24-hour watch.
Yeah.
She would have to be on a 24-hour watch from a healthcare professional, and definitely not a sibling or something like that. I mean, this is a serious thing, And I just don't see why it's been taking so long. You know, and her behavior now shows me that they're not doing something.
Right.
You know what I mean? It is showing me that something is not being done. And, you know, this is just my opinion. You know, and I just pray and hope that she gets better and get the help that she needs.
Definitely.
But the way she's got this apartment and she's, you know, on the beach naked and all this stuff. I mean, like, come on, guys.
I mean, every time she's taking pictures of her basically naked.
This young lady needs help.
Yeah, she does.
Okay? It's not about money. Get this young lady some help. Forget the money. Her life is so much more. So much more.
Right. Definitely. And it's you know, I just want to say something real quick, and then we gonna wrap this up. You know, you've been saying to come on your channel, right, to do these debates, and you know, I know why you want to do it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I know why you do it with the other people and stuff like that. I know why. You know what I'm saying? It's all to improve. You know what I'm saying? To come up and to build your channel. You know what I'm saying? I get it. To build your channel and the person who you're debating's channel. I get it. But when it comes to this situation, I don't operate like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't operate like that. I take this serious, man. This is serious. And that's just how I feel about the situation, right? But just for the record, you can't match minds with me, nigga. You just can't.
Okay. You better believe it. Okay. But listen. Jesus said, "What you do to the least of them, you do to me." So the world and all you guys are dumping, the federal government's dumping on R. Kelly. Remember what I say. I didn't, this ain't something I made up. Read your Bible. Jesus said, "What you do to the least of them, you do to me." He also says, before you try to take the specks out of my eyes, first take the plank out of your eye so you can help me then get the specks out of mine.
Amen. On that note, God bless everybody. I know that emotions get high, and but at the end of the day, we have to do better. We have to do better as people.
And remember, before you try to take the specks out of my eye, first take the plank out of your eye so you can see clearly how to help me get the specks out of mine. And that's from Jesus Christ. And bless all of you all.
Amen.